Hey guys, it's the weekend again. Man, the week just flies by, doesn't it? Man, it does. It's just, I don't know. Well, I don't have too many questions today because I actually had some time during the week to be able to answer questions as they came in, so I only just have a few. Let's just jump right into them. The first one, I've heard that giving your tomatoes aspirin can make them sweeter and more resistant to heat and cold. What's your take? Well, you know what? I've been hearing this whole aspirin thing for decades, literally. And, okay, there's a few reasons why I don't subscribe to it. Number one is I'm creating plants that are relying on aspirin. I know that might sound kind of strange, but you really are. If you, over generations of giving plants something, they do mutate and they become dependent upon certain things that you give them, and they do adapt. That's just what happens. They do adapt, and I don't need to create plants that are adapted to me giving them something extra that they don't need. Number two, I don't think the benefit is there. I've seen people that have actually told me, hey, look, I put aspirin on these plants and they're doing phenomenal. Well, to me, when I look at them, they're not doing any better than normal tomatoes. So I don't get it. I don't see the benefit. Maybe some other people, maybe some other people see it, but I just don't. Number three, I think that you're replacing organic methods with other methods. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that aspirin's not organic. I have no clue. Salicylic acid or whatever it's made from, I have no clue. But I don't need that dependency. I don't need to continually have to make sure that I have aspirin on hand so that my plants can have it. I don't need that. I have lots of organic material that I feed my plants, and so when it comes to this, I just can't subscribe to it. I can't really say, does it work? Yeah, it might. It might work. I'm indifferent to it, if that makes any sense. If you put it on and it works, try it. If you have problems with your plants, try it. If it works, that's great. Myself, I can't give you any kind of opinion on it because I don't do it. So, for what it's worth. Anyways. Okay, this video is from growing potatoes in 5-gallon buckets. What kind of soil did you use? Okay, I didn't use any soil. Now here we go again. If you've been watching my previous Q&As, you'll notice that I have this. It's one of my pet peeves that people calling soil any kind of dirt, and it's just not. I don't use soil in my raised beds or my 5-gallon buckets and whatnot. Potting soil, I have an issue with the word potting soil. I know people are going to jump all over me, and they have already. People have jumped all over me saying it's soil, and they try to give me definitions. No, that's not soil. I don't put soil in my 5-gallon buckets. What I do put in there is a lot of organic material, usually a lot of compost. And if I have to lighten it up a little bit, I will put a little vermiculite or perlite or anything like that in there, maybe some peat moss or, coconut coir so it doesn't change the pH, stuff like that. But I pretty much grow in my beds and in pots. I grow in compost. I love compost, and I have plenty of it, and that's what I use. So that's what I used in the potato buckets. Let's see. We are getting into rainy times now and wonder what I can do to protect my tomatoes. They're not quite ripe yet, and this rain will certainly drown them. Well, if you have no other choice, the only thing you can do is, if you have tomatoes that are green, pick them and let them ripen inside. That's all you can do. Vine-ripe tomatoes are certainly better. I think they have more nutrients. I think they have a better taste. But you can't do anything. That's just the nature of gardening. So you're going to have to pull them off, put them inside in a cool, dark place, and just let them ripen. And they'll ripen. But just remember that maybe you need to start your tomatoes a little earlier next year. Get them in the ground earlier if you can, or start them earlier inside. So I heard that you are saving the seeds from your Rogue Diver lettuce. Can I get in on the giveaway? Yes, you can. Be watching for that. I'm going to be doing that within the next month or so. I want to make sure that I get all the seeds saved. I'm still collecting, and so I want to make sure that I get it all together and know how much I have before I can tell you how many people are going to be in the giveaway. But there are going to be a few stipulations for the giveaway, and it's not going to be anything difficult or anything like that. It's not going to be, not going to be big quizzes or anything, but I'd like to give away as many as I can. So be watching for it. Keep watching the channel, and you'll see that. So, okay, you missed it. The camera, something happened in the truck, kind of probably a little bit of wind or something, and then the camera slid on the dash and went down. I was videotaping the side of my truck. Anyways, that's why I had to do this little transition here. But anyways, the very last one is, can you give us a tour of your blueberry plants? And yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. I actually thought about doing that. And in a couple weeks, I plan on doing all the blueberries. So keep watching for that. They're doing fairly good. So I actually did do some pruning on them, so they're not huge, but they're producing really well, and I've been totally satisfied with them. So yeah, keep watching for that. That's going to be in a couple weeks. And so hopefully this Q&A wasn't too long, and I didn't rant too much, but I just want to get some of those answered. I know a lot of people kind of get kind of, I don't know, they get anxious when I don't answer right away. But if you try to just be patient with me, because sometimes I don't answer, and sometimes I don't get the comments or the questions right away, and so then I go, oh, this one's a couple days old. So don't get too nervous if I don't. I try to answer them all. If I don't get them, if I don't get to them right away, then it's either skip me or I was just so swamped and I just didn't get to it. But I will try. So, anyways, there's the Q&A for this weekend, and there will not be a Q&A next weekend because I have something going on. I got some stuff, and I don't know. I'll explain it maybe next week or so. But there won't be a Q&A next week. I thought I'd give you guys a heads up on that. All right, so there's this week's. And I appreciate all the questions. Keep them coming. And don't forget to go out to our website and sign up on the forum. And there's a lot of good discussions going on out there. So anyways, all right. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you later.